Y'all go see that Petty Tuesday yesterday? That Petty Tuesday I did last night. Y'all see it? Listen, I've got some errands to run today, but I've been I'm in my creative space. So, anyways, my clients get a lot that's on my mind while I'm creating and so forth and so on. One of my clients, she damn near know what the whole book is already about. She had already damn near read the book. But I wanna say this to you because I think that it's really, really important at this time that we're at. Good afternoon, good morning, buenos dias, buenos tardes, okay, and whatever other language you people speak. Okay, listen. If you guys did not go see my Petty Tuesday yesterday, you need to go on my YouTube and go see it. I'll probably leave it up there for another couple of hours and then I'm gonna take it down. My YouTube channel is McGloverful. Of course, you all on YouTube know that already. Those of you on the Instagram, you should know that by now, but that's all right. You know it now. Okay, so anyways, I'm about to go run some errands. So that's why I have on my glasses and then because I got to look cool when I go outside. Okay. Anyway, listen. Listen to me. This is very important. A lot of times we give the reason and we give the excuse. And I'm going to go into why it's an excuse. But we give the reason and the excuse of hurt people. Right? We say that all the time. Well, hurt people. Hurt people. Hurt people. Let me turn this other light on. Hold on. Okay. All right. So we give this excuse and reason and excuse of hurt people. We hear that all the time. Do we not hear that all the time? We hear it all the time. Hurt people. And that is true, right? Because like attracts like, right? And so the law of attraction says whatever you are, you're going to put that out, you're going to receive it. Whatever actions you have, you're going to put that out, you're going to receive it back. We are in the third dimension. We are in a reaction, action versus and reaction dimension. I've talked about this, right? So you understand exactly what I'm talking about. But here's my thing. And this is what one of the chapters in the book. It's not enough to just say hurt people. That's not enough. Because if you continue with the hurt people ideology, then hurt people will continue to hurt people because that's actually the law of attraction. That's the dimension that we're in, that we are in an action, reaction world or universe or part of the universe that we're in. So it's going to continue to happen. So it's not enough to just acknowledge and or say hurt people. We know that hurt people. Happy people make other people happy. I can't give to you out of an empty cup. Either it's half full or half empty. We already know all these things. We know all of this. Already know all this. My point that I want to make to you today, this is very, very important. Yes, hurt people because they don't have any other way to do things. Now, of course, hurt people, happy people, loving people, love people, this, that, and the third. But if hurt people do not themselves acknowledge that they are hurt, not just that they have been hurt, but that they are currently hurting. If they do not acknowledge that they are currently hurting and do not take it a step further than that and go and get whatever help it is that they need to fix and or heal that hurt, then hurt people is no longer an acceptable response for the behavior of hurt people. Would you like for me to say it again? Hurt people must identify and accept that they are not that they just been hurt from their past, but that they are currently hurt. After that realization and acceptance of that level of truth, it is their responsibility to seek and find whatever it is that they need, whether it's counseling, therapy, going to somebody's boot camp, going to a retreat, get you some medication, go on down there to Israel, climb up some of these mountains, pyramids in Egypt. I don't give a shit what you have to do. Go over there with the Indians and get in the sweat. It is the responsibility of the person who is currently hurting to go fix their hurt. You cannot continue to allow yourself to be in a situation where you are the punching bag of a hurt person. I don't even understand. Can I get an amen in the choir section? Bella Badu, can I get something? Can I get something? You give people an excuse. You give people a reason. They have a reason. They were abused. They were this. They didn't have a father. They didn't have this and the other. All these different reasons. And then it becomes an excuse because once you tell me I'm battered, I'm beaten, I've been abused, I've been lied to, somebody raped me, stole from me, I was put into sexual slavery. Oh, I was molested. I didn't have this. I was raised poor. Worse, I was raised rich. I was all of these different things. Once you tell me that, then I know that you've been hurt, but you also know. You know way more than I do. You know your pain way more than I do at the point in which you can actually verbalize what you've been through. If you're able to tell me what it is that you've been through, then that means you know exactly what's wrong with you. And it is your responsibility to then say, you know what? I'm hurting. I'm in pain. I got this going on. I got that going on. I need to figure this thing out. And I don't know how to figure it out. So what everybody keeps saying is get some therapy, get some help, get some therapy, talk to somebody, do something. So let me just start there. It may not even work. I don't know. But shit, let me do it anyway. People tell me, oh, well, let me go. Well, I need to go to the gym. I need to drink more water. I need to take more vitamins that'll help clear my mind. Let me do. Somebody said something about some crystals or some shit like that. I don't know nothing about that, but let me go try to look into it. It is your responsibility. Hurt people. It is your responsibility to not use your pain or your hurt, I should say, to use your hurt as an excuse to abuse other people. You need to accept the fact that you're hurt. Ain't that what the AA people say over there in Alcoholics Anonymous? You got to first identify the fact that you're the motherfucking alcoholic. You got to start there, ho. You're alcoholic, so we'll start there. That's step number one. There's 12 steps. Step number one, you got to identify the fact that you're an alcoholic or you're a drug addict or whatever it is. You have to admit that you, in fact, are hurting in the present. Once you identify that, you then have to now figure out how can you stop hurting so that you do not hurt other people. And let me help you. This is the second part. I don't want to give the whole book away, but I'm going to tell you the second part. The second part is this. Those of you who are around hurt people and you keep letting them bash you upside the head, physically, emotionally, spiritually, uh, physiologically, and all the rest of the leaves, you need to get out the damn way. I talked to you about this before on a couple of my other lives, but you people need to get out of the way. Somebody said, "What book is this?" It's the book I'm currently writing right now. It's my next book. You need to get out of the way because my therapist, Miss Rose, y'all know I love Miss Rose. Miss Rose told me many years ago, she said, "Megan, we learn through pain and suffering." I said, "Miss Rose, that's a terrible way. I don't believe in that." I said, "Oh," I said, "Miss Rose." I said, "Miss Rose, Miss Rose." I said, "I don't believe in that, Miss Rose." She said, "I don't care if you don't believe in it." She said, "We are human beings and we learn through pain and suffering." I said, "Well, Miss Rose, why I got to learn through pain and suffering? Why I got to learn through pain and suffering? It's a boo. Why I got to learn through pain and suffering?" She said, "Because that's how you learn." She said, "Go over your life and think about all the things that have happened to you. Did you learn?" I said, "Well, you got a point." She said, "And the learning through the pain and the suffering of which you went through helps you to have wisdom in your next steps because now you remember the pain and suffering. You remember the pain and suffering. And so you say, oh, shit, I don't want to do that no more. I'm not going to do that again because that reminds me, this triggers me, this upsets me, and makes me think of the pain and suffering." So when you people who are in the presence of people who are currently hurting, when you do all of this intercessory prayer and intercessory conversations and intercessory getting in their way and trying to help them, oh well, wait a minute, let me talk to you, let me tell you what he really meant. Well, let me tell you what she meant when she had picked up that tree and threw it at you. But let me tell you what your daddy really meant when he said this when he's not at home. Well, let me tell you what your mama meant. Well, let me tell you what your girlfriend meant when she cheated on you. Well, let me tell you what he really meant when he impregnated 4 or 5 people down the same block. Well, let me tell you, when you do that, you get in the way of the pain and suffering that people actually need in order to learn. And you say, well, Megan, this is terrible. Well, it's only terrible based on your perspective. It's only terrible based on your perspective. You know, and I know that you have been through a lot of things in your life that caused you great pain and suffering. And because of that, you will never, ever do it again. You won't do it again. Spare the rod, and you will spoil the child. You have got to. Somebody said, I'm watching from Oakland, California, and Brittany says she's watching from Morocco. Somebody touch your neighbor and say, worldwide, hope. What I'm telling you is that it is time for you to stop being the cushion. You are not only the battered ram, but you go from the punching bag to the cushion. Oh my God, today. You go from the punching bag to the cushion for people who are hurting you. Somebody said they're watching from Germany. God is great. You go from the punching bag to the cushion because you want your life to be easy. And so you say, well, I just want him to be right. I just want her to be okay. You need to remove yourself. You need to back up and allow the children to understand how it feels when dad is not around. so that they can then express that to him when he does come around. Allow your wife to feel what it's like when things have not been done properly as they should be done. Allow your children to feel what it is like when they don't listen to an adult, when they don't listen to wisdom, when they have absolutely zero appreciation of what adults have to give them. You need to sometimes allow people to deal with their own pain and suffering on their own terms. See, all of you people think that you are the missionaries at the church, that you the prayer warriors or the mother of the deaconess and shit. You ain't. You're not that person. You are not the head deaconess at the church. You are not on the mother's board at the church. You need to sit your ass down and mind. Somebody finish. Somebody finish what I was about to say. Somebody finish it for me. What do people need to do? What do they need to do? Somebody said they're watching from England, but originally from Portugal. Oakland City in the house. DC in the house. Chicago in the house. Oregon in the house. Rhode Island in the house. Somebody say, there it is right there. Your business, mind your business. Your business, mind your damn business. Your business, mind their damn business. Your business, mind your business. Some of you, if you could only just for 1 second decide, I'm not going to spend all of my energy on this hurt person. I'm going to spend my energy on myself. I'm going to spend my energy on myself. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to drink some water. I'm going to eat the things that I know I need to eat. Oh, well, he won't eat it. Well, then let him starve, because we learn through pain and suffering. Amsterdam is in the house. If somebody say, well, she not gonna, if I go to the gym, she gonna accuse me of cheating. Well, either she need to get up and go to the gym too, or she gonna sit there and wonder if you cheating. You have got to stop being the cushion of people's pain and suffering. London, UK is in the bill. You have to allow people to, first of all, admit that they are in pain, and then allow them the room to go get the help. But if you're constantly keeping people in the nest of the safety of your own, listen to me, abusive love, because when you smother people with your love, it's still smothering. Should I say that again? If you are smothering people with your love, it's still smothering. How many of you have had smothered chicken or smothered pork chops? Do you want so much of the gravy that you can't even taste the meat? The meat done liquefied itself all into, it's too much. You got so much gravy on your smothered chicken and your smothered pork chops or whatever that you don't even know there was pork chops in it. It's like you eating gravy soup. Smothering is still smothering, even if you're smothering them in love. Now, this is the last point I'm going to make. I'm going to get off this thing. For you mothers out here that have 22-year-old, 25-year-olds, 30-year-old, 36-year-old, 35-year-olds living in your house, shame on you. Because you are not allowing your children to see what they could possibly do. You're not allowing them to see their own potential because you are smothering them with love. It's love, but it's still smothering. You're smothering them. Now, if your child is in school and this and that and the other, well, then that's different. But for you people that got children working over there at Walmart, if you got children working over there in Walmart, Now, somebody on here said, what if my mother's 72 years old and she needs my help? Well, I ain't talking to you. Because if your mama's 72, you ain't 25. And if your mama needs some help, then it is your obligation, you child, it is your obligation to go find out every single solitary government program that they have for a 72-year-old and get as much help as you possibly can for your mother so that you can continue to go live your life. Am I talking to anybody in here? Don't give me this bullshit. Another thing, if you mothers have children living in your house and they on the spectrum, or you think they on the spectrum, or they have this and that and the other, then I don't know why you keep praying to Jesus. I just don't know why you keep doing that. When you have an internet, you have a Google, you have all of these different things. You don't use Google, you got other things. What are the other things? You got other things, America Online. They say America Online, whatever it is. You have other search engines, Safari, that you can use to find out a number of different organizations that can help your child get a job. And they actually have facilities, grown folk facilities, where grown folk who have some cognitive issues can go and live and get the support that they need. Don't sit up here and tell me that you have to completely cut off your life just because your child is a little behind. That's not true. Now, I think that this is great that people are making comments because you're gonna let me help you. Somebody said on here, there's nothing wrong with generational households. I agree with you 110%. And successful generational households look like what? What do they look like? What do they look like? There are some Jewish homes, a lot of them. There's a lot of Indian homes. I'm talking about Indians from India. There are a lot of Asian homes. There are a lot of Latino homes that have two, three, sometimes four generations in one house. But I can guarantee you that every single solitary person in that home has a job or is going to school, or their job is to take care of their grandmother or their grandfather. And I can also guarantee you that while they are taking care of their grandmother and their grandmother and their grandfather has been has applied for and has been approved for government assistance of at-home care of an elderly adult. I can guarantee you money on that. You ain't fooling nobody coming in here with that soft spoken booty shit talking about, well, what if I have to? What if, Hope? See, you people don't know. See, you people don't know the facts. You don't know the facts. So you think you could come over in here. I just told you, you're going to have to first admit that you're currently hurting, and two, go get yourself some help. So don't come in here talking about there are plenty. Somebody said plenty of room in my father's kingdom. It's plenty of programs. But see, y'all don't want to get on the internet. You don't want to get on the internet. You don't want to look. You don't want to get on the internet. You don't want to try to figure out. You don't want to take the time out to fill out the applications. You don't want to do any of that. You just want to work at some little rinky-dink job. And the rinky-dink job is not the problem. But you just want to work at some rinky-dink job and think that that's enough because you can sit up here and talk about I'm taking care of my mama. No, no, no. What you're doing is taking care of your laziness. You're taking care of the fact that you do not want to be successful because success comes with pain and suffering. You don't want rejection. And success comes from rejection. You don't want to heal because healing comes with the possibility of rejection. You don't want to identify yourself as somebody who is broken. You don't want to identify yourself with somebody who is in pain. You don't want to identify yourself with somebody with the past. You don't want to identify yourself with things that have happened to you. And so you just sit there and you think that you are doing a good job at hiding the bullshit that you have been through. And then you take it out on the person that is closest to you. And then that person that is closest to you, because they love you, they smother you with love and excuses. And then the cycle just repeats itself, repeats itself, repeats itself. And then you want to come over here to me and say something like, well, what? Well, I'm helping out. No, you ain't. No, you're not. You're not helping. You're not helping. The person that's hurt's not helping, and the person who's allowing you to stay hurt is not helping. You need to move out of the way and allow people to learn through pain and suffering. Because in that way, they will then realize your true love. Your true love, not only for yourself, but your true love for them. I love you. That's why I'm going to allow you to feel this pain and suffering. I'm no longer going to be here in the middle of you and mom, or you and your father, or you and my auntie, or you and the children, or you and your sister, or you and your job, or you and God. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm going to mind my own business. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to make fruits and vegetables. Well, I don't like fruits and vegetables. Well, then, nigga, I suggest you learn how to cook, because I'm going on a cleanse. I'm going to cleanse my body and I'm going to cleanse my mind. I'm not buying any more weed. I'm not buying any more of this, that, and the third. If you need money for weed and this and the other, I suggest you go get another part-time job. I don't know what else to tell you, because I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not going to allow you to continue to abuse my love and turn me into an enabler. I'm not doing it. I'm going to mind my own business. And my business is my peace, my joy, my happiness, my health, my laughter, my smile, my skin, my body, my mind, my soul, and my spirit. And if you have some children, it's your children. Other than that, I'm out. I don't have to move. I don't have to move out the house, this and the other. But it's going to get real uncomfortable in here. And either you're going to be on this side of the tracks or you're not. And that's okay. See, that's an old school way of doing things. Old school, you had two different kind of parents. You had the kind of parents that would let their crackhead son stay in the house, come in and out of the house whenever he wanted to. And when they died, they left him the house. And the house right now today is over in some project, some goddamn where with a $2,000 tax bill on it that nobody will pay for to get the house. That's one kind. Those same grandparents had some houses over there in Harlem, brownstones over in Harlem, and apartments over there Bed-Stuy, and all kind of different houses over there in California and Los Angeles, over there in I ain't been home in so long, over in Crescent Heights, whatever it is, Ladera. Let's say Ladera Heights. You had a whole bunch of houses over there, and then your mama allowed your uncle to be a crackhead, and so when she died, then he was supposed to be in charge of the house, turned it into a hooker house. That's one kind. Then you have another kind. The other kind of old school parents say, "You ain't doing that up in here. Now I'm gonna do everything that I can. I'm gonna give you information for different programs, for Alcoholics Anonymous, Drugs Anonymous, I ain't shit anonymous, low self-esteem anonymous. I don't see my full potential anonymous. I'm gonna give you all kind of community school applications. I'm gonna give you all this other kind of thing. I'm gonna try to help you out with your 4 and 5 different children. I'm gonna try to talk to you 4 and 5 different babies mamas. I'm gonna talk to your 4 and 5 different babies daddies. I'm gonna try to babysit some of these children when I can. But you're gonna have to either go to school, get a job, and get yourself together, start saving some money, or you will get the FUCK out of my house. You didn't do it, they kicked you out. And then either you became a better person or you ended up on the streets. But that house is bought, paid for. They ain't put no 2 and 3 different mortgages on that sucker. They didn't do none of that stuff. That house is bought and paid for, and it's still in the family. You just ain't living in it. You got two kinds. You're gonna have to decide if being in the way of somebody else's pain and suffering, being in the way of somebody else's learning is worth your life. That's what you have to learn. You're gonna have to decide whether it's good enough for them to continue to beat on you and abuse on you. And I'm not just speaking physically, I'm speaking emotionally, spiritually, psychologically. If it's okay for them to continue to beat on you while they use the excuse that they've been hurt and that they are currently hurting. Or if you love yourself enough to say, you know what, I think I'm good. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to the gym. I'm going to drink some more water. I'm not making a bunch of pickle pig feet, ham hocks, this and that, the other. I'm not smoking all this weed. I'm not doing all that kind of stuff because I don't want to, because it's not good for me. And I don't want to do it anymore. I'm tired. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to Walmart with slides on and a bonnet on and getting fights and start throwing shit back and forth across the aisle and all that stuff. I'm not doing it anymore. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm good. I don't want to. I don't want to do it. I don't do it. I'm gonna try whatever this meditation thing is these people keep talking about. I'm gonna try to contact Megan, see if she can do some therapy for me, something like that. I'm gonna get on McGloverable.com and do that. Or if I can't do that, then I'm gonna go to somebody else that got all kind of local stuff. I'm gonna try to find me a mentor, this and that. I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to do this anymore. Whatever this is, I don't want to do it anymore because this had nothing to do with me. You were hurt before you got here, Hope. See, this is what you people need to be realizing. These people were hurt before they came into your life. But you allow them to beat on you as if you're the person that hurt them. So today is your awakening. This is the time. I'm telling you, this is the time. This is what we're going to be working on at the retreat. Releasing you from this obligation to be somebody's punching bag. You need to be released from that, honey. Man or woman. Honey is man or woman. Don't matter. Same thing goes with young adults. Your mama don't like you. You 50, 40, 30, 30, 40, 50 years old. Your mama don't like you. You still going over there. What? Allow her to learn through pain and suffering. She been calling you a fat hooker all your life. Well, show her what fat hookers do. I'm out. How dare you not? How dare you not? I'm not coming over here with this bullshit. You will starve. You will whatever fucking with me. I don't know who you talking to. I'm your mother, but you ain't a good one. Period. You will respect me. That's it. I don't care if you my mama. I don't care. Child, mama, daddy, everybody can get it. Everybody can get it. You got to mind your own business and get out of this obligation to be somebody's freaking punching bag. You need to stop it. It's you that needs to stop it because you are not making sure that people learn through their pain and suffering. You keep going over there. You know how many people I have freed from their obligation to be with their family members just because of their family member? Girl, if you don't get on about your life, are you crazy? Well, that's my mama. And nigga, and I'm not telling you to be rude. I'm telling you to live your life. That's all I'm telling you. You don't like her. She causes you to have anxiety attacks because all of the abuse that she won't admit that she's done to you. She likes your brother better than she likes you. She treated him better than she treated you. This, that, and the third. She treated your sister better than she treated you because your sister got long hair, light skin, whatever, whatever, whatever. The list goes on, the freaking on. Get out of it. You grown. You don't have to suffer with that crap no more. I'm out. How dare you not come over here for Thanksgiving? You got a lot of fucking nerve. Let me tell you something. Some of you people will have the best Thanksgiving at home by yourself in your own house with no family members. I've been telling you for at least 3 or 4 years, no longer than that. I've been telling you for about 5 or 6 years that your auntie, has given you permission to not go to Thanksgiving, and you people still end up at Thanksgiving, and then you feel terrible all the way until June the next year. I keep telling you, don't go. They want to act stupid and shit and make you feel like shit. You got to be sitting right over one across the table from your uncle who molested you when you were a child, but nobody don't want to believe that he molested you, and so you just got to sit there and eat the turkey and that dry ass stuffing and that oil ass ham while you sitting right across from him. You can't say nothing. You stupid. I wouldn't go. And if I did go, I'm going to go off in this bitch, and then I'm going to leave. I keep telling you, you cannot choose your relatives, but you can definitely choose your family. I have said it to you for so many years that it should be printed on my forehead. You cannot choose your relatives, but you can choose your family. You people are forcing yourself to be the punching bags of hurt people and then sit right there and tell me, well, hurt people hurt people. Well, you're silly. You're going to sit over there in a place where you know you ain't welcome and feel like shit just because it's Thanksgiving? Are you crazy? What's wrong with you? Why don't you take yourself to the park, pack you up a nice lunch, and drive down to Florida, or drive to one of the Carolina, North Carolina, something like that, and go put your feet in some water and actually have Thanksgiving? Why don't you take yourself up to the Georgia mountains or the Tennessee mountain and rent you a nice little cabin or something like that? And just sit there and play you some music and walk around butt ass naked and shit. And make your own Thanksgiving dinner and stuff like that. Why you can't do that? Why can't you get a flight to Puerto Rico or something? You know, Puerto Rico, that's where my family is. You know, that's my heart. You know. Why you can't just book you a flight down there to Puerto Rico or something like that? Or go to Arizona, go to Sedona or something like that. Walk up them red mountains and shit. Why do you have to succumb to people's mistreatment of you because it's the holidays? You don't have to. You're doing it because you are standing in the way of their pain and suffering. These people are your relatives. They're not your family. So go take your ass somewhere else and have yourself a good day. You're gonna have some time off of work anyway. Ain't you gonna have some time off of work? Why don't you already gonna have Wednesday off? You're gonna have Thursday off. Most people give you Friday off, Saturday, Sunday. That's 5 whole days for you to start doing something different. Go put your feet in some water. Go get you a hotel room or something like that. Go rent you a car and drive from one state to the next. Go down there in Virginia Beach and shit. Go get you a loaf of bread and feed the birds or something. Why don't you do something for yourself? Go get you some tea and a canister and walk up somewhere or something and drink you some nice tea and just sit and think about what God is doing. Say, God, I just wanted to see what you was doing. We ain't talked in a while. What you doing today, oh God? What y'all doing? The angels and everything. Y'all carrying on? Is y'all blessing people today? What kind of blessings have you given people today? I ain't doing nothing. I'm just here kicking it. I just want to breathe. What y'all doing? Oh God. Y'all coming down here anytime soon? Y'all coming down here anytime soon? We got some shit going on. Just wondering. Just wondering. Oh God. That's what you need to be doing. You're hurting yourself because you're allowing yourself to be in the presence of hurt people, hurt people. But you know they hurt. They know they hurt. And you keep trying to fix them. Why don't you fix you? Because then they'll force themselves to fix themselves. They won't have a choice. Go take a little vacation. You ain't got to go to Mexico to vacate. Just go down the street, go to the park. Make you a nice sandwich. Get you a bowl of fruit. Put you some honey on top of the fruit with a little cinnamon dust. Get you a little bit of Himalayan sea salt. Just squeeze it one time. Get a little shake of salt. And then you can put all that on top of some cottage cheese. Bitch, you talking about living your life, la vida loca? Trying to help you. Listen to some good music that makes you smile. And sit your ass down and mind your own business. Somebody want to start calling you, talking about where you at, where you at, where you at. I'm I'm doing some me time. Well, what the fuck that mean? It means me time, and I'm about to turn this phone off. I'm gonna put it on do not disturb because I'm just gonna have some me time. That's it. Ain't no big thing. I love you. I still love you, but I gotta get myself together because I've come to realize that when I get myself together, then I'm a better wife, I'm a better girlfriend, I'm a better sister, I'm a better daughter, I'm a better husband, I'm a better man, I'm a better father, I'm a better mother, I'm a better, hey, I've got to take care of myself. I've actually recognized that. See, let me help you. That auntie help you. That I'm getting off this thing. So because they're gonna ask you where the fuck you going. They're gonna ask you where you going, where you been, what the hell's going on. There's some bullshit, this and the other. I need you. I've been through this. I've been through that. I'm in pain. My mother wasn't here. My father wasn't there. So forth and so on. The white people, this and the other. It's going to be a lot of different excuses. And so this is going to be your response. You ready? This is for men and women. This is the response. I recognize. Don't laugh. Let's start over. I recognize that you are in a lot of pain. And to be honest with you, I don't know how you've made it this far, this long. And I've come to understand that with all of the pain that you have been through and all that you have gone through, it is an insult for me to not be at my best. And because you've been through so much, I want to make sure that I am at my best so that I can be my best for you. I need to be my best for you. And in order for me to be my best, I will have to remove myself so that I can do some self evaluation and some self investigation so that I can come back and be a better wife, better daughter, a better mate, a better husband, a better father, a better mother, a better child, etc., etc. And then you leave it right there. That's how you do it. Okay? So I'm going to leave this video up so that you can rehearse that. I want you to rehearse it. And I want it to actually be real in your heart. I'm not just telling you something, I'm not telling you to lie. I want you to rehearse it. Look in the mirror and rehearse if, in fact, you want to separate so that you can be a better you. And when I say separate, I don't mean get a divorce. I don't mean never talk to somebody again. I don't mean move out. I mean just release yourself. Just release yourself for a little bit so that they can breathe and so that you can breathe. Does that make sense? All right. And if they say something else, you just repeat it over and over again. Just say the same thing over and over again. You don't even have to it's the same thing. This is the same thing. Okay. Does that make sense to you people? Auntie loves you. Okay. I love you very much. I got to get off this thing. I'm supposed to be on here for 10 minutes. I've been on here for 45 minutes. Okay. All right. If y'all need to talk to me, you can reach me at McGloverable.com. Y'all know that. Okay. McGloverable.com, McGloverable.com, McGlover.com. Okay. If you need me. All right. Okay. God bless you. Thank you so much for everybody that gave me the badges. I don't know what's going on YouTube. Maybe if you did get something on YouTube, I wasn't really paying attention, but I thank you. Okay. That's the end of that. All right. We're going to do better for ourselves. Yes. Okay. All right. Fantastic. Okay. I know y'all like my glasses. Okay. I had these specially made for me. God is good, faithful, and just. Okay. All right. Beautiful. Okay. I'm hanging up. I got to go run these errands. Y'all playing. I have to have a lot of things done by the end of this day. My mother-in-law is coming in town on this weekend, and you know, baby, you know how I get it done. Okay. I got to cook. I got to do all kinds of shit. Her and Dr. Danny going Christmas shopping and all this other kind of carrying on. Okay, so I got to get everything got to be right and tight. God bless you. Okay. Elevation requires separation. That is correct. That's what my niece Madison said. Correct. I say correct. She says that is correct. All right. Okay. Bye.